on Religious Interviews. Joining us, we have St. Paul. Hi, St. Paul.
Hi.
I have a few questions for you. One being, how and why were you a herald of Christ?
Well, the word herald can mean a couple things. One of those would be a forerunner or a preceder, which I wasn't because Christ came before me. And in my conversion experience, I encountered his resurrected form. Herald could also mean somebody who proclaims or announces. That's the kind of herald I was because I proclaimed the good news for Jesus. And the way I did that usually was writing letters to different churches that I started around the world. And the reason I was a herald was because I was filled with Jesus' love, and I wanted to share that love with other people.
Was being a herald hard sometimes?
It could be difficult because there are some people who opposed the things that I was teaching and persecuted me, and sometimes the people I was trying to communicate with, they wouldn't listen or they forgot my message, or just frustrating.
And what was your attitude toward your churches?
Well, in Corinth, I had a lot more success with Gentiles than with trying to convert Jews. And the church consisted of a lot of the poor people in Corinth. And sometimes the church got off track, which could be frustrating, but I just had to persevere and stick with it. And they had lots of questions, sometimes about matters of conscience. And sometimes they displayed factionalism, which was disappointing. They had questions about doctrine, and they questioned the bodily resurrection of Jesus. I did found the Christian community in Corinth, but I'm just one of Jesus' servants, so I was just like a member of that church. I couldn't see myself as above that church, so I have a close relationship with my churches usually. All the questions raised by my church in Corinth, I tried to answer on the level of just Christian teachings. In Galatia, I emphasized the importance of Christ because they were often confused between Jewish and Christian laws, and I just used my basic theological views when I wrote letters to that church.
And should Judaizers be allowed to install Hebrew laws and customs into the Christian church?
Well, no, I don't think so. In Galatia, the Judaizers, they were neophytes that were converted to Judaism, and they pressured my church into adding Jewish laws and customs. These Jewish Christians undermined my authority, but that's not the only reason I had to defend my church from them. They wanted observance of Mosaic law and faith in Christ combined, and they thought that accepting things like circumcision would win them to Christ. These people said that I wasn't credible because I didn't learn directly from Jesus, and that my gospel wasn't the same as the intellectuals in Jerusalem followed. In opposition to the Judaizers, I emphasized the importance of Christ and the salvation of his cross, and I just really emphasized to my church that Christianity was something special and different from Judaism.
Okay, thank you.